just the process of trying to be a functional human being is one of those things that you got to kind of play around with.
Hey, look, it ain't tricking if you got it.
Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to have a little chit chat first and then we're going to go about the rest of my day. To start off, I fell off of my language lesson. I fell off of the gym. I fell off of pretty much everything. And I know, I understand that with gym and stuff, it's like an up and down process. Like you're not always going to want to feel like you want to go, and you're not always going to go, but you have to be consistent and disciplined enough to go. And I just could not stick with it, trying to do the workout program that I said in, I think, my last video. So instead of going to the gym, I've been walking with my dad. And that's been great. We do about 2 miles, maybe 4 to 5 times a week. And that's been a good source of exercise, but I also am like, I really want to be back into the gym. So I plan to get started back with that and get back into the swing of things. My language lesson, I don't want to give up on, but it's kind of hard doing it on my own versus being in a classroom, since I'm used to learning in a classroom setting. And because it's a language that uses different symbols versus a language like Spanish, who has similar sounding letters. And I say similar sounding letters, some of them sound similar, some of them don't. But it's easier to read, for me, it's easier to read Spanish because I know the letter sounds. It was easier for me to learn the alphabet versus trying to learn the alphabet in Korean. It's a little harder, but even though it's a challenge, I need to stick to it. I also need to start back reading. I haven't done that in a while. I haven't done that all year, actually. The thing I've read is the Korean language lessons. I haven't read any of the books that I bought over the last year or so. And I need to finish reading those. It feels like it's like so much to do, and I don't have enough time in the day to do any of these things, but I need to just figure out how to fit them into my day in order to do these things. Because I really want to do these things, but it just feels impossible because there's not enough time in the day, and I'm always feeling kind of fatigued just thinking about it. But if you really want to do something, you got to figure out a way to do it, whether it's just 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, whether you have to get up earlier than what you normally would get up, whether you have to kind of rearrange your schedule some kind of way. Just the process of trying to be a functional human being is one of those things that you got to kind of play around with in order to fit everything into its perfect pocket that fits into your life. And I'm trying to do that. But I'm also trying not to beat myself up about the fact that I fell off for a little bit. or I feel like I fell off for a little bit because I didn't do everything that I said I was going to set out to do. But I'll figure out how to do it and how to get everything back on track and feel accomplished and better about myself. I'll figure all that out. Slowly but surely, I'll figure it out. How to navigate this thing called life. Later today, I do have a art show that I'm going to with my friends. Well, actually, I'm going with one of my friends who invited a lot of her friends. So I'll be around new people. And y'all know how I get around new people. Or maybe you don't. I can't remember if I ever told y'all, like, I'm a little bit shy when it comes to new people. So, and we roll it in kind of deep. So I'm like, ooh, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And then Sunday, I'm going to see the movie Sinners again. I already saw it in IMAX. I'm taking my sister to go see it. And then I'm actually going to see it for a third time next week. So, 3 times. I really do like this movie, and I talk more about it, but I want to wait until I see it for the 3rd time because there's a lot of things I missed the first time when I watched it because I didn't know how scary it was going to be. And I was just kind of sitting there like, you know, clutching my jacket and like, oh my gosh, like, please don't be super scary. But it wasn't really scary. It wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be because I thought it was going to be way more scary than it was. But it's still a horror film and I still slept with my light on. So, yeah. We'll talk more about it after I see it for the 3rd time. Okay, these are the pieces that I got from the art show. I got this one art. Give you all a close-up of each one that I got. I love all 3 of them. I have to find somewhere in my room to put them up at though, but I love all 3 of them.